Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? It's Yasso here. So, right now I'm battling against the Nightmare Clan boss, who is currently in Spirit Affinity. And before this battle, I was looking over my champions and realized that I could run a speed team with all rares. Now, everyone here, it said Bulwark is Magic Affinity, which favors the team, but I wanted to see how a team of rare champions would do it against the clan boss. I did my best to build the team to go 2-1 ratio, which means 2 turns within 1 clan boss turns. To do this, we need to have increased speed up on the team at almost 100% of the time. So let me show you my setup. I have Bulwark as my lead, and he's on the team to put up the weaker weaken and HP burn debuff, and he's there to help extend the debuffs that we'll be putting up on the clan boss. I also have Frozen Banshee, and her role is to put up a lot of poisons. She will be my main damage dealer on my team. I have Valerie on the team, and she's here to help extend buffs. And she will also be helping with healing my team, but that's not her main role. Next, I have Apothecary on the team. He's here to help with the healing, and he's here to increase my team speed and turn meter. And the last champion on my team is Coffin Smasher. He is hands down the best rare champion with attack down. His job is to keep the decreased attack debuff up on the clan boss. So for the 2-1 ratio to work, it includes Valerie and Apothecary. We need Valerie's A2, which extends buff and is a 3-turn cooldown. And if we look at Apothecary's A3, which puts up the increased speed for 2 turns, and the turn meter boost, then that ability is also a 3-turn cooldown. So here's how it works when you pair the two champions together. You want to put up Apothecary's increased speed at the beginning of the battle, and then you want to use Valerie's A2 after Apothecary puts up the 2-turn increased speed buff. And what you're going to do here is you're going to extend Apothecary's increased speed buff from a 2-turn to a 3-turn. And because Apothecary's A3 is a 3-turn cooldown, and now that the increased speed is also a 3-turn, when the buff drops off, then Apothecary will have his A3 up and available again in order to re-put up the increased speed buff. However, when you play this on auto, Valerie does prioritize her A3 over her A2. Her A3 will put up a shield, and sometimes it'll mess up the rotation. But even with this, it's still a lot of turns that the team will still get from the increased speed and buff extension. The team will still have an 80 to 90% uptime with having the increased speed buff on the entire team on auto. However, if you do play this on manual, then it's a 100% uptime with the increased speed on, as long as you use Apothecary's increased speed buff first, and then you extend it after with Valerie's A2. Now let's take a look at my team's gear and stats. So I have Bulwark built in lifesteal and accuracy. What I wanted on Bulwark for this team was to have as high of a speed as possible as I could get on him, while still having over 3.5k defense and over 200 accuracy. Because Bulwark is not magic affinity, then the hits are not going to be weak against Bulwark, so we want his defense to be as high as possible so he can stay alive. Plus we want high accuracy on him because we want him to hit his debuff extension. For Frozen Banshee, I have her in Lifesteal and Immortal set. But you don't need the Immortal set on there, and this was the set that I decided to use to bring her to the stats. And basically I wanted her to be at like almost 40k HP. We again want the 3.5k defense and higher. We also want high speed on her, and we also want high accuracy. So we wanted her to land her debuffs, especially the poison sensitivity, because if she doesn't land that, then she doesn't land poisons. And the Immortal set is there to give her a little bit more HP so that she can survive a little bit longer. For Valerie, I went with all speed gears, and I want her to be the second fastest champion on the team. So I have her at 244 speed, and I also built her to have over 3.5k defense. This way she can survive for a long period of time. For Apothecary, I also built him with all speed gears. I wanted him to be the fastest. This way we can get to his turn right away and put up the increased speed buff onto the team. For his stats, I would prefer to have him over 3.5k defense, but this was the stats that I could put onto him at the moment. He also has 250 speed, which is the fastest on my team, and that's what we want on him. We also want to have high critical rate on him so that his A2 can heal critically. This will help keep your champions alive. And we want this because we want to keep your champions alive much longer in the later rounds. His A2 allows him to heal critically. And for Coffin Smasher, I have him in Lifesteal and Speed set. Again, because my team is speed, then I really want as much speed as possible on my team. So for his stats, I have him with 43k HP, 2.5k defense, and again, of course, I would prefer to have his defense over 3.5k, but this is what I can get at the moment. And I also have him at 218 speed and over 200 accuracy so that he can land his decreased attack debuff. So on my team, 3 of my champions have lifesteal gears, while 2 have all speed gears. The reason why we went with lifesteal gears is because Apothecary and Valerie cannot consistently keep the entire team alive without the lifesteal gears on the other 3 champions. So we need the 3 champions with lifesteal gears to be able to self-sustain. And as we watch this battle ending soon, here are the masteries for all of my champions on the team. And at the end of the battle, I do have additional screenshots of similar to 1 ratio budget teams. This team does put you in a 2 key potential for the top chest in Nightmare difficulty. Alright, and that's all I have for today. If you like this video, please click the like button below and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions or comments for me, then please let me know in the comments section below. Thank you.